Hello everyone, in today's video I'll be discussing a model question and answer for the Cotton University MA in English entrance exam inspired by the UG syllabus of Cotton University and also based on previous year question papers. Before we dive in, I would like to highlight something very important. Cotton University places strong emphasis on writers from Northeast and especially Assamese writers. So if you have not already, you can check out my dedicated video on Northeast English writers. And for the Assamese writers, there are three names that are frequently asked and highly important for the entrance examinations. First, Virendra Kumar Bhattacharya, the first Assamese author to receive Gyanpith Award in 1979. Some notable works of him are Mrityunjay, Yaringam, and I. Mamuni Raisham Goswami, also known as Indira Goswami, she was the second Assamese Gyanpith awardee, honored in year 2000. Important works of her are The Blue-Necked God, The Moth Eaten Huda of the Tusker, translated from Dotal Hatir Une Hua Huda, and Pages Stained with Blood. Nilamani Phukon, the third Assamese writer to win Gyanpith Award in the year 2020. Key works of him are Surya Henu, Nami Ahe, A Nodiedi, and Gulapi Zamur Logna. So these are the three writers that I would like to recommend. And as you continue your preparation, remember consistent Q&A practice is very essential. So don't forget to check out the community post on this channel where I regularly share model questions to help you sharpen your knowledge, which will be beneficial for any entrance examination of any university. So let's start with today's model question. Which epic is considered the foundational work of Anglo-Saxon literature? Beowulf. The Wife's Lament belongs to which category of Anglo-Saxon poetry? Elegiac poetry. Who is traditionally credited with the composition of Caedmon's hymn? Caedmon. The Canterbury Tale was written by Geoffrey Chaucer. Canterbury Tale is very much important, so please look out some of the other facts of Canterbury Tale as well. Which character speaks about the O that is in marriage in the Canterbury Tales? The wife of Bath. Sir Gawain and the Green Knight belongs to which literary tradition? Arthurian romance. The morality play Every Man teaches about salvation and good deeds. Which works mark the beginning of English drama? That is the mystery plays, morality plays, miracle plays, all of the above. Okay. Who among the following is not a university wit? You must need to remember all the university wit members, and in this question William Shakespeare is not a university wit. The term metaphysical poetry was coined by Astrophel, and Stella is a sonnet sequence by Philip Sidney, and it was the first English sonnet sequence. In Sidney's Astrophel and Stella, the final sonnet, there are some options, so the correct answer is it brings no resolution. The author of The Sun Rising is John Donne. Which Renaissance essayist said the three purposes of study are to delight, for ornament, and for ability? That was, of course, Francis Bacon. The Fairy Queen is an example of epic poetry, okay? And the Paradise Lost is divided into how many books? That is 12 books. In The Rape of the Lock, the airy band refers to the sylphs assigned to protect Belinda. The alternative title of Sea Soups to Conquer is The Mistakes of a Night, and it follows the unity of time because the entire event happens during one single evening. Thereafter, Absalom and Achitophel is an allegory written by John Dryden. Okay, from Absalom and Achitophel, if you want to go in depth, it will be very beneficial for you. Since it is an allegory, whom Absalom and Achitophel is referred to, for what context it was written, please go and check those details. Which journal first popularized the English social periodical? That is the Tatler. The aspirants often confuse between the Spectator and the Tatler, but the correct answer would be the Tatler. Gulliver's Travel was written by Jonathan Swift. The restoration of monarchy in England took place in 1660. Also remember that the theatre in England was closed during 1642. Alexander's Feast was written by John Dryden. The year 1798 is very significant because it was when Lyrical Ballads was published. And also remember the very first poem of Lyrical Ballads was The Rime of the Ancient Mariner written by S.T. Coleridge. And in the Rime of the Ancient Mariner there was a famous bird mentioned, that is albatross. If you have enough time, please go through the Rime of the Ancient Mariner. If winter comes, can spring be far behind? Ends which poem by Shelley? That is, Or to the West Wind. Frankenstein begins with letters written by Captain Robert Walton. The central argument of a vindication of the rights of women is women's proper education would make them better able to raise families. The phrase dog satanic meals was coined by William Blake. Term negative capability was coined by Keats. Lines composed a few miles above Tintern Away was written by William Wordsworth. The Rime of the Ancient Mariner is a poem by S.T. Coleridge. The Oxford movement was about spiritual renewal of the Church of England. The Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood had how many original members? 7, led by D.Z. Rossetti. And also remember Hunt and Millais. Wuthering Heights is narrated by Nellie and Lockwood. In Great Expectations, who takes Peep to Miss Havisham's house? Mr. Pumplechook. Dobberbees was written by Matthew Arnold. The Importance of Being Earnest is a play by Oscar Wilde. Strange Meeting was written by Wilfred Owen. The extract, A shudder in the lions engenders there, is from Leda and the Swan. In Heart of Darkness, the pilgrims represent Europeans greedy for ivory, symbolizing colonialism's dehumanizing effect. It was a bright cold day in April and the clocks were striking 13 opens 1984. On or about December 1910, human character changed was said by Virginia Woolf. Pygmalion was written by G.B. Shaw, who defined poetic imagination as a repetition in the finite mind of the eternal act of creation. Coleridge. In Sydney's An Apology for Poetry, Genosis and Praxis mean knowledge and action. New critics performed close reading of text. The objective correlative was introduced by T.S. Eliot. The study of poetry was written by Matthew Arnold. According to Aristotle, which is not an element of tragedy, hyperbole.